Welcome to Fire Libra Tarot. I'm a tarot reader and intuitive. Shout out to all my lovely Fire Libras. Okay, Libra, so nothing popping out in your pre-shuffle, but of course, no need because the Empress has arrived. She's here, all right? Male or female does not matter. But Libra, I'm loving this, right? So the Empress in this deck just comes off to me. Obviously, she's beautiful, she's compassionate, she's nurturing, she's abundant, she's everything wonderful, right? But with the Empress, and just look at her face, right? Look at the relaxation in that. Look at the joy and the inner peace. I feel like you've been creating some sort of peace, some sort of sanctuary for yourself, Libra, whether you're aware of it or not. And it could be by way of boundaries or you making sure that you're creating a life for yourself that you're really proud of. And I feel like this is friends included, family, lovers, job, whatever. I just feel like there's so much that you're working on within your life here, Libra, that you feel proud of and that you feel like you have great dominion over, right? The Empress is the end all be all. Every queen is aspiring to be the Empress one day. So I feel like you are so looked up. You are so looked up to. Again, male or female does not matter. I'm just reading for the energy. But you are so admired and you're so looked up to, but the Empress's eyes are closed. So sometimes, Libra, you may not even be aware of how captivating you are just naturally, easily. Very, very easy for you here, Libra. All right, now that's funny because your energy and the cards I pulled for your person seem to be very disconnected because you couldn't tell from a can of paint that you are attached to anybody who's like this or feeling this way toward you. It makes some sort of sense. With this first card, I'm like, okay. But let me know down below. So as I meditate on the energy, I'm like, okay, so how is this person feeling toward my lovely, lovely Libra? And the first card I pulled was Forcer. I was like, hold up. What about the Libra is giving, she can be forced or he can be forced into doing anything against their will, right? And it doesn't have to mean anything wildly negative. But when I looked at the meaning of this card, I got a new deck. All right, it says forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want, right? And this can, remember, I don't read for anything violent or anything crazy like that. I don't even know how to tap into that, honestly. So the way that I'm reading this card is that this person could be very slick in the way that they try to get their way with the Libra, right? And it could be sometimes you may look at it as forceful, Libra, because you may have tried to assert some sort of boundary, or you may have tried to let this person know that this is all you can take, or this is all that you can do. And they just don't take no for an answer, or they don't, if this person doesn't like how you're responding to them, whether it's because you're not speaking to them or they don't like what you're actually saying or doing, they kind of disregard that and they just do whatever they want. I don't think they've had success though. And I think that's why the Empress is at the bottom of the deck as your overall energy, because nobody forces their way into the Empress's life. It's just impossible. You can't just pull up on the Empress and talk about what's good. You know how many people are around the Empress? You know what type of palace this Empress lives in, to where you'd have to go through dozens of people in order to even get to her, right? And that's figuratively speaking. So I feel like your person, as much as they'd love to force their way or insist their will upon you or whatever the case may be, they can't do that shit. It's just that simple. And I feel like because they keep being met with resistance, the next card I got with them, or for the energy toward you, is Love on the Brain. They go from a very forceful energy or wishing that, they can have their way with you, to feeling like, all right, well, I just have to sit here and think about this. You see how this person is just kind of sitting in the dark in a deeply contemplative state, wondering what's going on. In this card, it has dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic, right? So this person is thinking about all the ways that they wish that their plans could prosper, but it hasn't worked. So they're back at the drawing board. I also feel like this person fantasizes about you quite a bit and reminisces a lot about the past when it comes to you. Okay, let's get some clarity with the truth deck. What does this person think about when it comes to my Libra? Since they can't kind of have their way, you could be dealing with a water sign, and they can't have their way with my Libra. What is it that they think about when they're in solitude, when they're being nostalgic or daydreaming? What do they think about when it comes to my Libra? Because their advances haven't worked, or it's not going to work. Okay, we have responsibilities. Give me one more. An earth sign and fire sign. Wow. Okay, so I never usually get all the signs out like that. We got every sign except for air. which is you. So I feel like Libra, it's almost like this person could do, like they're used to having their way. Again, it's a person like this who's this forceful goes about life usually getting their way. But when they're met with this level of resistance because you're not showing up at all in what they've been able to get or attain, I feel like it's something that stresses them out. It's like, damn, well, I was able to get this fire sign in the past, or this earth sign, or this water sign in the past, but something about that air sign, something about that Libra, I could just not break away. And I'm not saying in terms of, I'm not saying, Libra, that your person is the type where it's like, or you're the type, Libra, where this person just gets their way, or not. I don't know how to explain it. Like, they have to be a bit more creative, a bit more thoughtful when it comes to how to get themselves back involved with you. I feel like at some point you guys had a very close-knit relationship, because the only time you feel like you need to use force is when you're denied access. So why does this person feel like force is necessary? Why does this person feel like force is necessary to get what they want with the Libra? Look, rejected. Didn't I just talk about denied access? Look, this man got his arms crossed like he's supposed to, because I feel like you could have rejected this person, or you're putting up some sort of boundary, right? There's a boundary that this person is putting up. Someone could have their hair like braided like the Pop Smokes braids, or the braids that hang down by the ears, especially if it's a masculine hair. Somebody also has very large hands. Someone also likes to box or likes to spar. Like, they actually really do that. They're not like, they don't just talk shit. They actually do box for real. But yeah, so I just feel like this energy where your person is like, nah, I feel like I have to force this because the Libra is going to reject me, or it's not working out with the Libra and I at this time. All right. And then also with responsibilities here, your person feels, it's almost like they take on a level of obligation that you did not give them. It's like they feel obligated to have to force this, or if Libra says no, I know what she really means. Or if he says no, I know what he really means. Like, nah, take it for face value. And I feel like, Libra, the way you're dealing with it is you're ignoring it. But it also seems like you're being guided by something. So let me pull a cosmic oracle card and just tap in really quick what the spirit guides are saying, or what you're being guided by at this time. Because for you to achieve this status here, Libra, and become the empress, or be sitting in that energy, lets me know that you're following something and you're listening to something. What is my Libra listening to? Or what is my Libra living by at this time? What is anchoring my Libra in this energy? All right, overall energy. Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. I feel like this is what you really internalize here, Libra. Let me know down below, because this is quite the lesson to learn. It's like, if we can learn this as humans, we would suffer so much less. And I feel like you're realizing that you can't change this person. You can't make this person be who you want them to be, how you want them to be, when you want them to be it. But I just feel like there's an energy where you're taking credit for your own life, hence why you're the empress. It's very clear that you're taking credit for your life, all right? But the card that came out for your spirit guide message is find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously. And I feel like, Libra, you could have been really hurt by this person before, especially when you tried to change them. You could have forced your way and tried to change this person, and it didn't work. So Spirit is like, listen, lighten up sometimes. Don't take everything so seriously. I'm also going to grab you a time oracle card just to see around the time frame, just so you can pinpoint exactly what this is here. What do we have? All right, that came out for the Virgo too. All right, so we have at night and in a few months. Okay, so I'm definitely getting something toward the end of the year as well with this year, because we're about to go into a new year. So something significant that's happening right at the end of the year. Something could be very significant that takes place at night, or something that you decided in the nighttime you're going to do in a few months. All right, I'm going to move on from that energy, but let's get you, Libra. How is my Libra feeling at this time? I see you're in the Empress energy, trying to lighten up, not be so serious. Okay, give me more. I just got that you also fought tooth and nail to get to the Empress status. So that's also why sometimes you can be a little bit more serious than you'd like to be. All right, yeah, one thing about it is the Ten of Pentacles is here. All right, so I feel like, Libra, with the Ten of Pentacles, this is the only thing you're fixated on. Your family, your well-being, long-term energy. I feel like if you had a long-term relationship with this person, you really scrutinize it and you wonder, like, what was good about it, which you can honestly, a lot was good about it, right? Of many things. But with the Ten of Pentacles, I just feel like there's this vibe to you where you're focusing more on long-term stability. And that's all the Empress is focused on anyway. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Okay, we have moving. Okay. So Libra, I feel like you're moving away from the idea of what you thought your Ten of Pentacles was going to look like. You could have thought it was going to be with this person. You could have thought things could change. You could change them. They would change like they said they would. But things have not changed. You could literally be moving as well, or considering that, getting those boxes together, figuring out where your storage unit is going to be, what moving company you're going to be, a U-Haul, are you going to drive, is a friend going to do it, help you? Someone could be moving pretty far as well, right? So I just feel like you're moving, you're also, if you're not moving physically, you're moving away from what you thought it was going to look like. And you're more eager about it. There's more pep in your step now, because I think you're really ready and willing to make this step away from the old. What is this? And that's why Spirit is saying, you need a sense of humor during this type of shit, because this can stress you out. What is the Ten of Pentacles here? Okay, child. All right, now you could have even been in this house for a long time, or raised children here, or whatever this case is. But I feel like you're moving away from this, because at some point, Libra, you felt so innocently about this connection and about what this could really be. But now you're moving away from that more fanatical energy, right? Where you're just really in a daze, or really dreaming up how it could be perfect. And you're more so realizing like, wait, it's not perfect. I'm going to internalize that and I'm going to move forward. Let me get a higher self card, because this is what it feels like you've tapped into. Clarify this. And I feel like this is a really amazing change for you here, Libra. We have leap of faith. Yeah. Look, as I said, something about eagerness, like you're like, you don't know quite what you're walking into, but you're eager for change, because we have leap of faith. This card talks about taking a risk, stepping into the beauty of the unknown. You don't know where the hell you're going, right? Maybe physically, you don't know where you're going to move yet, but just figuratively speaking, you don't know what direction your life is about to take, but you know that you cannot stay where you are, right? You're taking the risk because you feel like it's a calculated one, and it's one that will bring about some change that you've really been gunning for. Okay, tell me more about this person. What do they feel like why do they feel like they have to force their way, or what's going on with this person? They feel like they have to force their way because Libra now has boundaries up that they cannot just get through. How is this person viewing my Libra's boundaries? How is this person viewing my Libra's boundaries? Eight of Swords, it makes them feel stuck. Remember, I was like, yeah, they're used to getting things their way or being entitled to Libra, whatever. But now that they cannot get through your boundaries or whatever, they just have to sit there with love on their brain, right? Because Eight of Swords is also a very stuck mental kind of card. Okay, bottom of the deck, Libra energy, Ten of Swords. They feel like their run or their whole entitlement thing is over with. Libra's not here for it. So now these two cards are literally the same. We have the Eight of Swords, which is them being stuck, and the Six of Cups for the overall energy for how they're feeling about your boundaries. They have no choice but to think. Six of Cups talks about nostalgia. Love on the brain talks about nostalgia, daydreaming. This person is here daydreaming. So they think back to the past, or think back to a time when they had you and they don't have you anymore. So what are their intentions? Like, what do they really want here with my Libra? What do they really want here with my Libra? When they think about my Libra, what is the first thing that comes to their mind? Okay. Ooh. So we have drama starter and threatening. Threatening talks about intimidating, threatened, bothered. So your person is very bothered. They feel very threatened by the fact that you have become the Empress, and that you know it and everybody else around you could see it, because it's very difficult to manipulate the Empress. It's damn near impossible to manipulate the Empress or to force anything upon the Empress. So now it's like, damn, I have to figure out something else. What's funny too is that the overall energy is giving money. So I feel like this person is like, damn, what do I have to do? Do I have to literally give the Libra some money? Maybe they owe you, right? But I also read this as giving you something giving you something of value, perhaps something that you've been asking for. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords popping out. So I feel like this person is moving a little bit more. They're like, wait a minute, I don't have. So how do they feel about my Libra moving away from the idea of having it all with them? How do they feel about my Libra moving away from that? Okay, Queen of Cups. And what makes them realize my Libra is moving away from that? What about my Libra makes them realize my Libra is moving away from that? Eight of Pentacles. You've been steady at this. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. That's your energy. You've been steady at this here. I feel like you've been actually working toward this. You've been doing it little by little by little by little. And now they're starting to see it. Because with the Queen of Cups here, A person is realizing that you know the value of your love, you know the value of your care, your compassion, and you know how much that can change someone, right? Like, so now Libra is being, look, Four of Pentacles talks about holding back, because I was about to use the word stingy. Libra is being stingy or smart. You're moving smartly here by locking your cup up. Not everybody should have access to this. How is my Libra? Okay, let's see. Libra, when did you start thinking, like, when did you get to this point? When did my Libra get to this point? Wow. Way off in the future. So that reminds me of you thinking about your future self now, what you'd want in the future, and you're making those moves now. And that makes sense because you're moving away from the Ten of Pentacles, which could also talk about long-term stability, something that you might not have or something that you had, but you're moving away from what you thought your future was going to be. So the moves that you're making and the mindset you have is all about you making sure you're comfortable in the future. Okay. I also feel like, as far as when you start to make this decision, just so you can kind of pinpoint, especially if this is your reading, it's on a holiday. This could be a time where it was a weekend, you had some time off to really think. It could also be perhaps a past holiday. Maybe Thanksgiving was a very special time around then. Christmas could be a very special time, New Year's. So just be mindful of any realizations that you're coming to during these times. Okay. Give me more. When they think about my Libra, what is it that they are daydreaming of? Give me more about that daydreaming energy. Nine of Cups. The time when you guys were happy. Thinking to the past when they should have given you a love offer, or perhaps they did, but things kind of messed it up. If something messed this love offer up, what was it? What messed up the love? What messed up the love offer in this person's opinion? In Libra's person's opinion, what messed up the love offer? Single parent. They left you alone, especially if it was an earth sign. Doesn't have to be. They left you alone to nurture the connection. They weren't doing their part. They weren't pulling their weight here. Okay. Give me more on this person's energy toward my Libra at this time. Give me more on this person's energy toward my Libra at this time. Ooh, we have interference. They can't think straight. They cannot think straight. I feel like this person could have left you here, Libra. All right, but it's like they want to come back, or they want you to come back. All right, so I'm going to overturn these cards in the extended. I want to get your person's next actions toward you, how they're truly feeling and don't have the courage to say, as well as what you're not expecting and the likely outcome. If you're interested, everything is down below in the description to the extended. See you in a minute, Libra.